Hi everyone, Josh here, welcome back to the channel. Today I am showing you a little mixture of charity shop and car boot. Sadly, the bigger car boot hasn't reopened as they said it would. It's been delayed until July. So that does mean that Sundays are still going to be a lot smaller than I would hope. So I'm going to try and add in some charity shop stuff to give it a bit more substance. It just makes it maybe a little bit more enjoyable to have more than just fill a bag. But I know some of you do like to see what I pick up and fill a bag. So hopefully that's the best of both worlds. I spent this weekend about £20, I think, between the charity shops and the car boots. Yeah, I'd say about 20 quid. So let's get started. It's going to be a hodgepodge of just picking up what I can grab. So I'll just explain how much it cost and then how much I'm going to sell it for. I've never picked up a pattern file booklet before, or a folder. I think that has value on its own, but it is filled with a load of pattern prints. And I have sold a booklet filled with children's pattern prints before, I think for about £15. So I'm probably going to split this up, sell the file on its own, and then sell all of the adult ones separately, and all of the teen, and then all of the children ones separately. I think if I spend the time and separate this up into 4 different listings, I can get £20 for all of them, or more. So for a 10p spend, that's quite good, I think. Next, for £3, I believe it's enamelled, or an enamelled metal pot. Sadly, the lid does not match, but I'm still going to sell it together. I think it's going to get less profit, but it should sell faster because it's a usable item with a lid. I paid £3. I hopefully get about a tenner. I don't particularly think the market on these is amazing, but if I can get 10, I'll be happy. I just throw it in with a bundle of stuff to make it a round, even £10 note. Fill a bag. As you know, fill a bag, I throw in bread and butter items that I know I can sell for between £5 and £10. That's the comfortable bread and butter fill a bag range. Most things I grab cost me 10p. I can easily sell them for between £5 and £10. Sometimes a little bit more. Sometimes they're worthless and they get redonated. So fill a bag is generally more of a filler rather than a profit maker, which sometimes is nice. It's needed for eBay to keep things ticking over. But I do throw in items that I've never heard of before or I have sold before. So I grabbed 2 of these mugs from Kensington Potteries. Never heard of the Kensington Pottery, never sold these mugs. But because it's only cost me 20p for 2 mugs, I can take the risk and just throw it in there and deal with it later. I believe I can get about a tenner for both of these, so not too bad. Following on from that point though, it does mean that I can throw weird stuff in like this. It's a hand-carved wooden bottle opener. I see a lot of people, especially people like Ricky Lee, grabbing bottle openers. There seems to be a very strange market for them. So I threw it in to try it, we'll see what happens, but I think I can hopefully get about a tenner for that as well. It's hand-carved wood. For 50p from a car boot, one of these vases. I grab these almost every week now. Now I know what they are and the brand that makes them, I grab them almost every week. As I've mentioned, I can never remember the exact name. I think it's Asis or Axis. Check my eBay shop down below. Just put red vase in and it should pop up with the brand name of the one I've got already. They don't sell for loads. They sell for about £7. Some of the green/bluey ones go for 10, so the red's quite a common colour. For £1, I grabbed 4 of these very rustic looking nibble tray bowls. There's 2 larger ones and 2 smaller. I'm going to sell the 2 smaller together for £7 plus postage. That one for £7 plus postage. And that one for £8 plus postage. I have just made up those prices purely because stuff like this you can't really price very well. It's something that someone has to love to buy it. No one's really going to go on eBay and go, long wooden effect bowl, nibble dishes. People aren't technically looking for this specifically. So I have just made up those prices. Again, £1, I'll at least get 20 quid back for the 4, so I'm not too disappointed in that pickup. A charity shop pickup, £1.99. I've sold a few of these before. the gazelle. Is it gazelle? I'm sure it starts with an A. As antelope? I think it's an antelope. Someone will correct me, I'm sure. These sell in all different sizes. I've not sold one this size before, but I'm hoping to get at least a tenner for it. So 2 to 10 is always a happy flip, especially for charity shop prices. I got a Pottery candlestick holder. I was trying to remember the name of these. Is it... it's gone out of my head. It starts with a P, doesn't it? I'm sure it starts with a P. Someone can leave a comment and tell me what they're called. Periwinkle? Not periwinkle. I'm sure when someone says the name, it's probably not going to be what I'm thinking it is. But again, Pottery, maybe a $5. I just grabbed it because the name of it was bugging me. I still can't remember. Now, I'm trying to do a Nick Kills. I grabbed a remote, a Toshiba SE-RO336. Some people I see selling remotes like 30, 40 pounds. So if I can get like a tenner for it, I'd be happy. I need to check the battery compartment because it's stuck. So maybe it's corroded batteries. Oh, no. No battery, so that's good. I will double check that with the trick with the camera. If you do your camera facing you, I think you can use the remote and check the red light here to see if it's working. I just threw it in filler bag. It cost me 10p. We'll see how much I can get for it. For £2, some Murano glass. I think me, Carla and Lex worked out they were swans. Well, Carla said they were swans, and I think me and Lex agreed. They just seem like loving swans, and this is like their wings stretched out, I think. I'm not really sure. Now, this one does surprise me a little bit because the base is not polished. It's not smooth, which is very unusual for a Murano piece. So maybe it was mounted on something. I'm not too sure. But it has the Murano sticker, and it is an official Murano sticker. Made in Italy, so yeah, not over sure on how much that I get. At least a tenner, possibly a little bit more. Another charity shop pickup. £1 these cost me for 3 aluminium jelly tureen molds. I'm selling these all day long for about £7 plus post. I grabbed a pair of these. Not overly valuable. If you watched one of my previous videos, I grabbed one that was worth £50. So I'm kind of just hoping that I grab another one worth £50 one day. I think for 2 of them I'll maybe get a tenner, just throwing in for more listings, more active listings. I'm trying to push my listings up. So that was filler bag, charity shop for £1. I think I mentioned that. Filler bag, so again, cost me 10p. A very nice little, I'm going to say army green sugar bowl or little dish with like a hammered effect to it. Not worth an overall lot, about £6 plus postage, but again, filler bag, it'd take me a couple of seconds to list it. For 50p, I grabbed a PG Tips WWF Charity 1993 mug. If it isn't worth anything on its own, I will put a monkey in it, a PG Tips monkey, and people like to buy the monkeys and the mugs together as a little bundle, so that's my backup if this isn't worth anything. I grabbed a nice basket from Filler Bag. That'd be an Etsy piece, I think. Hopefully I get a tenner. It's quite sturdy. From Filler Bag, I grabbed some of these old looking knives. They are Sheffield Cutlery, stainless steel. Haven't looked them up yet, but again, old looking knives. If I can clean them up, I think they'll be worth at least a tenner. Again, usually Filler Bag stuff is between 5 and 10. Let's get this out of the way because it's the best item of the day. They had 4 of these lovely red goblets, and then they had this beautiful thing, a really gorgeous bright ruby red jug. Thanks to store, we identified it. I can't think of what it was in my head. It's written down on my computer, but I believe this was selling for about £50 for the jug. and about £20 for the 4 goblets. So that was a good investment for £5. I wasn't going to leave it for £5 anyway. It's absolutely stunning. It's got a diamond cut, and it's just really good. It's heavy as well, so it's really good quality. And it's also marked P, and I believe that's because it was made in Portugal. I think that's what we worked out as well. Runny nose, sorry. So, that I'm going to sell, I'm not overly too sure. I think I'm going to contact a local auction house and see if they will take it. I don't particularly want to ship it, so I will see if a local auction house will want to flog the jug and the 4 goblets together as a little set. If they do, I won't get as much money by selling it that way, but it means I'm not shipping it. Otherwise, I might try Facebook Marketplace for 50 quid, possibly. I'm torn, because I would love to get a lot of money for it, but it's going to break. It's so heavy and fragile. I'll keep you updated on what I do with that one, I think. And then we're almost at the end. Filler bag, Hard Rock Cafe London, glass, about 7 to 10. And then I very naughtily, I sent a message to Sarah saying I've done it again. Brought some Pyrex, some J&J, and I said to myself I wasn't going to get any unless it's in filler bag, and I broke that. So I broke my own rules. I paid £1.50 for this gravy boat. It's probably worth about a £5, so I've messed up there, but I'm listing high and I'm forgetting about it. Has that also got a crack in? This also might have a crack in, which I didn't realise when I grabbed it. Possibly cracked. Oh no, I think it's just the glaze is cracked, yeah. So there's one crack in the glaze. I will still probably try and sell it. It's still okay. The milky thing is covered. It's like a covering, and then there's glass inside usually. But yeah, about a £5. I broke my own promise. I will try and sell it for... I'll list it for £10 and just leave it there till Christmas. And then, for £2, I got the largest casserole dish I've ever had in the snowflake pattern. Again, perfect for Christmas. And it has a lid. I've never seen a casserole dish in the wild with a lid. There's a few nibbles on the top and on the lid, but again, I think that I can list that for £20 and it will sell very well for 20, especially closer to Christmas, even with the little nibble damages as well. So I messed up on the gravy jug, but I did quite well on this one. I need to stop buying it though. I need to stop. I don't know if you are following my Instagram, I'll leave my Instagram name down below in the description, but I did have some vintage milk glass Pyrexy stuff break on me the other day in storage. It just completely shattered on one end. So if you buy it and you store it, make sure you keep an eye on it to make sure it's not shattering on you. A quick Google search says it's quite common to shatter in storage. It's just how it's made and the age of it, really. And finally, last 2 items from the car boot, 50p each, some vintage leather wallets. This one is quite nice. I think it's more of a lady's wallet. The clasp needs a good clean up, it's oxidizing, and inside, which made me laugh, there's a pouch for £1 notes, which I know were a thing, but that definitely dates it. This one is genuine leather, made in England. And this one, I believe, is calf leather. No, spring hide, which... is that deer? No, deer don't have leather. What am I on about? Spring hide. I'm not sure what spring hide is. No, deer do have leather. I'm not sure on the leather process. I don't particularly buy leather items unless they're old and vintage, but yeah, they need a good clean. They're like not disintegrating, but you know, there's a lot of old stuff that just needs cleaning out of them, which I will do. But again, I sell these for about £7 usually. And that's everything. That's everything for the haul this week. So I am going to love you and leave you and get all this stuff listed on drafts to get uploaded for the rest of the week. So if you liked anything here that you see, message me on Instagram, links down below. and I can do you a lovely deal. If not, it'll all be on eBay by the end of the week. You could have a little stalk as well down below. So stay safe, I'll see you all soon.